The gorge client won prom queen with this glam, so let me show you how I created it. To prime the lids, I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is going to give coverage, but it's also going to make the eyeshadow pop. For the eyeshadow transition shade, I'm just going in with some bronzer and then applying a dark brown shadow on the outer part of the eye. Then I'm taking a grey eyeshadow just to add some charcoal smoke. In the centre of the eye, I'm going in with a medium grey shade. And then on the inner corner of the eye, I'm going in with a lighter grey shade. You can see we've got sort of an ombre effect going on. I wanted the eyeliner to be the main focus of this, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Liner, and I really love it because it's so intensely black, and it's really easy to work with. Like, look how gorgeous that wing looks. Now for the start of the show. I'm using the Doll's House Cosmetics Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Trance. I honestly will not use any other glitter apart from these. They're the perfect product to use over any makeup look. They're so easy to apply, and they are completely smudge proof once they're dry. For the black liner, I've used the Rimmel Scandalise. I used some black shadow under the lash line, then buffed that out with a light grey charcoal eyeshadow. My client says that she goes a little bit oily throughout the day, so I used a tea tree toner just to take away any surface oil. Then I went in with the Hada Labo Hyaluronic Acid. This is the perfect product to add hydration to the skin. For primer, I used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's honestly the best. And then for foundation, my client wanted to go for like a really airbrush full coverage glam, so we used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. To bronze and sculpt the face, I'm using the Doll's House Cosmetics Complexion Potion in the shade Medium Tan. This is honestly the best product you will ever use to bronze. For concealer, I'm using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I'm applying this under the eyes, down the side of the nose to contour, on the chin and in between the eyebrows and down the bridge of the nose. My client asked for a baby pink blush, so I'm using the Doll's House Cosmetics Blush Potion in the shade Cherry Blossom. It is beautiful. I went in and blended everything together, and then we set the skin with the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Setting Powder. This just makes everything look super airbrushed, and it takes away any unwanted shine. Bronzer, I used the Hourglass Ambient Bronze Light. This just gives the skin radiance without looking super shiny. To fill in the brows, I used the Revolution Brow Pencil, and then for that gorgeous popping highlighter, I used the Dior Backstage Highlighter Palette. I popped the lighter shade down the bridge of the nose, on the inner corners of the eye, on the bridge of the brow and on the Cupid's bow. I honestly can't put this highlighter palette down. For lips, I used the Morphe Bite Me Lip Liner, and then I blended that into the lips just to make it look more seamless. And then for lips, I finished it off with the Doll's House Cosmetics Lip Gloss in the shade Hope. This is honestly such a pretty shade, and they stay on the lips for hours as well. It was safe to say my client was obsessed with her makeup, and her mum actually texted me the next day and said the makeup lasted till 9 a.m. in the morning. That's when you know you've done a good job. All of the products I've used are literally a staple in my makeup kit. I am so grateful that my gorgeous client chose me. This glam is so timeless, and it won the award of prom queen, so my job is done.